Hello, guys, gals, beautiful souls. I'm back. I tried to make one of these a little while ago out in the bush with my GoPro and it didn't go very well. Um, yeah, this isn't very rehearsed. I just stopped in the car and had a moment. But I need to just get something out there. So I'm going to try and keep it short. Uh, it's been basically all winter since I've made a video. Anybody who's still with me, I love you very much. You're amazing. Thank you. I do want to keep this channel going. It's not to build a fan base or any of that shit. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I now know what matters. It took the whole winter, and even then, that's not really that long. I feel like I've really fast tracked this adventure, this journey. I've gone through a ton of misinformation, and to be honest, I at one point really deviated and got very distracted and went down the manifestation, Christ consciousness manifestation rabbit hole, which is not bad. There's a lot of truth in it, and there's a lot of power in that. But there's also a bunch of useless channels and people and their information, and everyone's entitled to their information. That's totally fine. But there's a lot of stuff that's just not going to help most people. I did come down to 3 amazing people and their channels, and I will promote them every chance I get. So if you want to check them out, I'll mention them again in a future video, not right now. So anyway, yeah, it's the journey continues. I've gone from what kicked me off and woke me up, like I mentioned in previous videos, was world events, everything going on. I was sucked right into it. I was watching the news and the elections in the States, and it was just crazy, and I was just infatuated with it. And it was just, I was getting so sick and dark and frustrated and angry and sad. And anyway, I don't want to even go into that because just none of that matters. It doesn't matter. I'll make some more videos on that topic, about just stepping back and turning the news off. There is actually a video on the channel, and it's me in the car again, actually, and I'm being a little spicy, if you will, saying just turn that stuff off, and I can't promote that enough. It's your choice. This is only my opinion, but I cannot express the freedom and growth and well-being that comes from it, because none of it matters anyway. It doesn't matter. You don't need it. It doesn't matter. And there's no point putting your awareness or your energy to it. It just doesn't. Anyway, I want to try and keep this short. So I want to reach out and say that I love you all. I've come full circle, and I realized I don't really fully know what I want to do with the channel. All I know is that I need to express myself somewhere. I don't have a lot of people I can, next to any, really. I don't have any. Even within my family, I've got 3 kids. They're young. I tell them this stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, really, Daddy? There's aliens and other worlds, and consciousness is everything, and this and that and the other." And they're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." They'll just be naturals at it as they grow up, which is beautiful, because that is where humanity is going, and it's fantastic. But I don't know what. I'm going to share as much as I can. I'm going to be as creative as I can. I want to do a lot of art, get back to doing that. I'm doing this on the phone to see how well it works, because I'm in the middle of ripping my old office apart and moving into, like, making a new studio and creative space, which is very exciting. We'll get some coverage maybe on that or something. And yeah, so this comes down to humanity. Despite what everything looks like in the world today, we are on the path to just utter, I don't know if enlightenment is a word. It can be used, but it's also just elevating our consciousness and expanding and preparing to just join the stars. Like it's a lot. There's a lot going on, and it's incredible. And with that comes a lot of freedom and peace of mind, knowing what you truly are. I'm going to go into this more. I'm going to try and break it down into shorter videos, so I'm not trying to just puke a bunch of stuff out. And of course, this is all my own personal opinion, but I stand behind it. I've listened to a bunch of crap. I filtered out a lot of crap, and I found very reliable sources, and I have elevated my own consciousness to the point where I can feel what is truthful and solid and sound and worthwhile and just. And yeah, I wouldn't bat an eye at sharing it with anybody with confidence, because I do share it with confidence. And that's what I want to do. I want to just spread utter love, support, joy, because that's all this is all about. It's all about just letting go of all the negativity. Easier said than done, of course, and depending where you are mentally, or if you're even on a journey of any kind, self-care, spirituality, self-growth, anything. It's all good and it's all great, and this ties into all of it. Again, like I said, those 3 channels, or anything to do with solid sources to do with Christ consciousness, the I am awareness, is very powerful, and that can really, really get you started with a lot of good stuff. Your self-concept is huge, because a lot of people, and even myself, are in that rut where we all have just piss poor self-concepts. We don't want to really dig deep and accept it, or we deny it. There's a lot going on within, and it's all about getting past that. And meditation is key. I went through a phase where I thought meditate, I don't really need that, and that was with some of the information coming from that stuff, because you can just meditate all the time, but traditional meditation is fantastic and it's key. But you can meditate at any moment that you have. During driving, obviously, is not a good time to try it, but a great space, believe it or not, is in the shower. Is a fantastic place, because it's always a guaranteed place that you're going to have available, and it's soothing and peaceful and generally calm. I mean, I've got 3 kids that are banging on the door sometimes, but it still works for me, and it's amazing. So it's a great place for that. Yeah, I'm going to cut it here. I just want to say I love you all so much. You're all incredible, absolutely incredible beings that you don't even know. We're so much more than these human bodies that we're bumping around in. You're the spark and light that's within that, and we'll go into detail into that. I will go into detail into that in more videos. I gotta get confident again doing these, and I'm gonna grow with everyone who's willing to watch. And if you want to watch, that's fantastic. If you don't, I don't mind. I'm not looking to gain views or likes or any of that. This is going to be all raw, unedited, just like it was in the beginning. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to stick this out. Now that where I'm at now, I've got a solid base and I know where to go from here. Yes, stand in your light. Don't let anything shake you, because in the big picture, you are untouchable and you are unshakable. You're all amazing. You're all incredibly powerful. I love you all so much. Spread your love. Spread your joy as best as you can. Start small and go from there. Start every day telling yourself in the morning when you wake that you are fucking amazing. You love yourself and nothing can stand in your way. Okay, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Bye. Love you.